going on? Clean the lens so y'all can see. Okay, that much better. Yeah, it looks better. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Today I'm working on a black tourmaline, so I thought I'd come on live and show y'all what's happening. Show y'all what's happening. Now, black tourmaline is actually one of my favorite crystals because black tourmaline blocks EMFs. How many did y'all know that? How many knew that? Black tourmaline blocks EMF. I gotta look for the crystal. This place did. Hold on, I'll be back. I gotta see. Okay, here we go. Alright. So yeah, here's your black tourmaline. Almost lost it. You ever lose a crystal and be like, yo, where that crystal at? One time I lost a shungite. I was so upset. I did lose it. I never found it. So that's why I had to make another one. It was similar to this. It was a shungite with a quartz, but it actually had two quartz, I believe. Yeah, this is a big quartz point. It had a smaller quartz point. So I said to myself, I gotta make another one. That's why I made that one. All right. But yeah, I got my crystals under my jacket today. Sometimes I have them out. Sometimes I don't. Shout out to Star for purchasing that unk today, bro. I appreciate you. He saw me wearing my jewelry and he was like, yo, I'm into crystals. I like that unk you wearing. He was feeling my unk too, right? So he bought an unk. But yeah, any y'all want unk or anything you see me wearing, holla at me. Cause everything I'm wearing, I'm pretty much made it except for a couple of my rings I got from some friends, you know, like Nubis and the Pyramid. Everything else, handmade by yours truly. Today, I'm working on a black tourmaline. I love black crystals. Black tourmaline, it actually is for your root chakra. So it helps you feel grounded, secure here on the planet. Just knowing that all your needs are taken care of. Mother Nature got your back. Don't worry. No need to stress. All right, so just kind of showing you the work process. So right now I'm working with 16 gauge. This right here is 16 gauge, right? 16 gauge. Shout out to Wire Elements for giving me this 16 gauge wire. And then I wrapped it with some 22 gauge. All right. So I measured it up, make sure it fit. Then I wrapped the 22 around the 16. So now you got this effect going on. Right. So first the wire was there, and then I wrapped it around and around and around. So now, boom, put this on here like this. Voila. Let me see what should be the front. I say this is the front. What y'all think, right? Right? Nice front. This could be the back. Okay. So this will be the front, even though sometimes people just kind of wear it as whatever they feel that to wear it as, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, the front might be one look, but then I notice that when people get it, shoot, it's theirs at that point so they can rock it how they want. You know what I'm saying? But um, it's up to them, most of all. Okay, so let me get this even. Alright, boom. Touch the crystal in there. Voila, voila, voila. Okay, once that's on there, turn them both over. Thing about black tourmaline is it's kind of fragile. It does break apart, so you do have to be careful at times that you don't break it because it is a fragile piece. All right, so for now, for this part, gonna grab my tool just to get this thing lined up. Hopefully, I put it in there. Okay. So just down right here. Right, gonna put that up. Then just go around. Then voila. Alright, so once I got that on there tight, it's not extremely tight because like I said, it's black tourmaline, so I don't want to go too hard. But just enough to just hold it secure so that I can start now wrapping it. Alright, and I'm gonna, let's see, what should I wrap this with? What would y'all say? Guess what gauge I'm gonna use this wrap this with? Would it be 20, 22, 24? Choose one of those while I'm looking. Take a guess. Alright, look at the thickness of the wire. This is a little tutorial, by the way, of course. So, I'm kind of helping you kind of determine what gauges to use when you're wrapping. Alright, I kind of determined it. I'm going to use a 20. Why? Because a 20 is thick, but it's not too thick. So, it could actually slip through the cracks. But then it's also not too thin. So that's one thing you want to pay attention to when you're doing copper wrapping, you wrapping jewelry, right? You don't want to choose something that's like too thin, because then it don't really have that appeal. And you don't want something too thick, because then you'll bust up your crystal when working with it, or it just be like hard to really manage. So boom, got the 20 gauge. All right. I don't really do that many tutorials, but people been asking me to do some tutorials, so I was like, all right, you know what? Let me do some tutorials. All right, spread the wisdom, spread the love, spread the knowledge. Y'all feel this new energy on the planet, y'all? It's 3/3 today, March 3rd. I'm talking about abundance is being open. Now is a great time to set out your intentions to begin to manifest whatever it is that you want in your life. Jupiter is lined up with Venus conjunction. That's what's happening. Also, there's a whole lot going on. Planetary cosmic movements. Everything in the cosmos affects us here. As above, so below, right? So I'm beginning to pay more attention to the planets and what they're doing. Because that's very important to really understanding what spirit is doing on the planet, right? These are things we got to pay attention to. So know now is the time to set intentions. Think about it. We about to hit March 21st. What's that mean? Spring, right? Spring. Spring is a great time to start new things. Spring off, pop off, get it? Spring. Bounce. Bounce off. Pop off like a spring. Manifest whatever it is, new things you want to do, whether it be new business, new write a new book, start a new relationship, move to a new place, or at least start planning your move, right? That's what I'm doing, because, yo, for those who know me, I'll be on the go. You know? I'll be on the go, man. I could barely keep up with myself. So I know some of y'all definitely can't keep up with where I'm at, what I'm doing. Alright, so yeah, boom. Another thing I like to do is, maybe I've been wanting to bust out triangles when I'm doing my designs. I always aim for geometric shape. So if you notice, right, what's the shape of this crystal? A rectangle. Okay. Other thing is now within the design, I have triangles. So boom, y'all see those two triangles? So when I'm designing, when you design, this is a tip, always look for ways that you can work with sacred geometry. This is a circle, right? Spiral, a line, triangle, and an arrow tip, right? Because energy flows through sacred geometry, right? When you listen to the word sacred, that word alone is telling you what's up. It's telling you that you're working with a higher power that's beyond this three-dimensional realm. You're working with something in 4D, 5D, 6D, and higher, 7D, 8D, 9D, 10D. I could keep going because sacred geometry is what it is. And the more we tap into these sacred geometrical shapes, okay, y'all see what I'm wearing, right? What's that? Pyramid. The more we tap into these powers and energies, the more we're going to be able to elevate ourselves into operating at our highest potential. All right. So when you wear pieces like this on you and you got crystals resonating with that energy, and when you think about it, what did I do right here? It's a bunch of circles. It's just spiraling over and over again, right? I'm talking like literally over 100 circles. So that energy right there is sitting the energy with the crystal also, right? So you got a lot of um, forces in operation right here, right before your eyes. And so believe me, everything I'm doing is I set within an intention. And when you get your crystal jewelry, you could actually set your intention inside of it. Yo, holla at me. I got a viewer right now. What's up? Where you checking in from? You could put a comment. You could chat with me. Let me know if you got any questions about this design. I know this video is gonna be up for millions of people to watch throughout the world, but for now, you caught me live, so you actually have a special opportunity to interact with me. But if you choose to just be quiet, maybe you at work, that's cool too. Either way, I'm good. All right, so yeah, like I said, people reached out to me and they asked me to do some tutorials on making jewelry, so that's what I'm doing. So y'all notice I'm busting out all these triangles, right? Triangle also represents feminine energy. The line represents the masculine energy. So between the both of them, we working with a creative power, an atomic power, the negative and the positive, right? That's the charge that charges up that atomic power is the masculine and the feminine energy. And as I said before, the feminine comes through the triangles, the lines of the masculine, right? Um, but feminine masculine energy can also come through the triangles as well. So it's like two of them operating together, right? Such as my octahedron. You got the downward pyramid representing the feminine energy, upward representing masculine, right? Phallic symbol. This down represents the yoni. Okay. Feminine and masculine energy operating at the same time. So divine. Yep. Mm-hmm. So y'all catching this live. Oh. Yep. People ask me how long you been doing this for. Honestly, about a few years now. Um, I've, I've ventured out into a lot of different things besides jewelry. Actually, as you can see, I'm making organ as well. So I started just making organ pyramids, and then I started turning them pyramids into jewelry because the organ actually heals the planet. It heals you. It, so what I did is I started combining the organ with the crystals and putting them both together. So that's why you see like the organ ring with the black. See that black tourmaline inside there? But in order to get it down to that powdery substance, I had to crush, say, a crystal like this. That's a lot of work. Sometimes you can get the crystals crushed, but you know, it's not always easy to find. And when at the moment when I'm working, I need to get going. It's not like I walk in a crystal shop and be like, yo, let me get some powdered crystal. It don't work like that. You usually gotta order the powdered crystals online. So, but yeah, this is a powerful crystal right here. It blocks the EMS, which you might be like, what's the EMF? That's coming from your cell phones, your cell phone towers, your computers, your TV. All right, so here we go. Um, like I said, black tourmaline is a very powerful crystal to have in you know, your artillery for your protection, right? Protect you from the bad energies that's out there coming from off of the radiation from the phones, from the cell phones, from this phone I'm using right now, right? From Wi-Fi routers, things of that nature. All of these man-made devices that are out here that polluting the environment. What y'all think so far? I'm probably not gonna finish the whole thing on this live just because I'm about to boogie. But I wanted to hop on here just to get started. I'm gonna probably come back and finish the rest, so you can come back for a part two. Um, but if you notice how I got the wires hanging out, right? So what I typically will do with that is rather than chopping them off, because you don't want to waste copper wires, expensive nowadays. You want to use it to kind of create like for the bottom of the bow, because I'm gonna have a bow, by the way. That's why I'm not too sure I'm able to finish it today, right? I mean, on this video, because I got a boogie. But you see, it's gonna be like a bow, kind of. So I gotta wrap that up. It's gonna be a little smaller. But before I do all that, right, I'm gonna wrap this top part with the 20 gauge. Before I wrap that up, I just gotta make sure that this is more secure, more like lined up the way I want it, right? So, being that this crystal is already held in here, all I have to do now is kind of back out a little bit, restart this again, just to line it up the way I want it, right? Mommy at? She be back.
I need 1081. I got it. It's 10.
All right, so I'm gonna take a little break from here. But yeah, you get what I'm saying, right? There's a lot going on right now, as y'all can see. So I'm not gonna be able to really complete this right here, but pretty much on the go. So once I line this up, just line this up real quick and finish this part. Okay, so wrap that just to hold it, right? So now that I got that held, it's one thing to design while you ain't talking to people, but to talk and to design at the same time is not an easy task because it's like when you designing, you gotta be real focused on what you're doing. You don't want to make no sloppy moves, right? Um, but yeah, so boom, wind this around like that. Voila, 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 voila. I'm more powerful than a rock, voila. I don't care about no dollar. I hear a lot of people screaming holla. Like who forgot ya? So yeah, winding these in. Boop, got that one down. One more to go. Right? Boom. Make it thicker. I don't know if y'all see what's happening, but going around the neck, creating that triangle up. Once again, it's back to the triangle. Remember I said, always aim for sacred geometric shapes. See that? Right there is a triangle. Okay? So, alright, so y'all gonna have to come back for part two to see what it looks like because I have to boogie. But yeah, so pretty much y'all see how that looks. Okay? And you know, good thing copper wire is very flexible, so you can easily move it, bend it, shape it how you exactly want it, fine tune it, press down, you know, different things. All right, so there you go. I haven't finished. This is gonna be turned into a bow, but as you know, I'm on the go, yo. So there you go. So far, black tourmaline. Boom, wow, that's gonna be fly. Even if I get some beads with it, or I could put some copper wire with it. Either way, it's gonna be hot. Like fire, 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 fire. All right. So if anybody wants to order this, hit me up, message me, and I'll get it out to you. Okay. All right. Peace. Namaste.